Can this club dethrone my go-to club, my Old Faithful, which has been in my bag for years? I don't know. Well, let's find out. Hey guys, it's Noli here at the Gaijin Golfer. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, basically what we talk about here is all things related to Japanese golf products, from clubs to accessories, even Japanese golf fashion. So if that is something that you are interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything I put out in the future. And if you're enjoying the content, make sure you give the videos a thumbs up. Now, if you've watched my What's in the Bag video, you know that my Old Faithful, my go-to club, is my 21 degree hybrid from ONOFF. But it's been in my bag for years and it's seen better days, and I was figuring it was probably time to replace it. And then I saw this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is basically the upgraded version of my old club. This is the 2022 ONOFF Utility Wings from the Aka line. Now, after seeing this, and it was a good price. It is a used club, but it looked brand new. It didn't have any scratches on it. So I decided to pick it up because it was a good price. And so we're going to go ahead and test it out today. So we're going to review the club. I'm going to go over the looks, the sound, technology, the performance, and then price. And then at the end of the video, I will make a decision as to whether or not it's going to replace my Old Faithful in my bag. A little bittersweet, but let's see. It might not pass the test. So let's get started. First is looks. Now, as you see, I don't know what you think, but I think this club is a beautiful club. In fact, that's what caught my eye first and why I picked it up out of the bin when I first saw it. It's funny, I really enjoy the stylings usually from ONOFF, but the last line that they put out, I was not a fan of, but they have come back and got my interest. Take a look at that laser milled face with the, I don't know if you can see that, with the ONOFF logo. I'm trying to get it in the middle there. There you go. The red and black colorway, very clean, and it looks mean. I like that. I think it looks really cool. So yes, as far as looks are concerned, I give it a thumbs up. Now, moving on to sound, I was surprised when I first hit this club because it is a much higher pitched, kind of a ping, ting kind of sound in comparison to the old club, which was more of a hollow sound. Not deep necessarily, but just more of a hollow, almost kind of a thud kind of sound. This feel also for this club is more solid, like it's not hollow at all inside. So maybe that contributes to the higher pitched ping or ting. So keep that in mind if you decide to test this club out or you want to purchase it. It does have a high pitch sound, but it's not bad to me. It took me maybe like 2 or 3 hits to get used to, but doesn't bother me at all. You know, it felt very satisfying when I started hitting it square, so not a big deal for me. Now let's talk about technology. First, you saw the laser milled face. That is supposed to help with consistent spin, and what they say is suboptimal conditions. I'm assuming what they mean is when it's wet. There are a few other features on here, you know, things that you'll see from other clubs, like the power trench that they have there, high rebound, unique face structure. You know, that's stuff that you'll probably see with other clubs. But 2 things that kind of catch my eye here. Number 1, the twin cut sole, which supposedly minimizes friction and resistance as you're cutting through grass there. The other thing too is the center of gravity, or they call it the optimal center of gravity design, which supposedly helps to square it up at impact as well as launch the ball high and far. So those are a couple things that kind of caught my eye. One last comment, generally ONOFF clubs come with the ONOFF shaft, which they're very proud of, which they promote quite a bit, but this particular club has an aftermarket shaft. This has a Tour AD graphite design U85 stiff flex. This is an aftermarket shaft. I did not put this in the club, so I can't comment on the performance, obviously, of the on-off shaft for the hybrid. I can tell you that for my old hybrid, I had no problems with it. Obviously, it was in my bag for many years, but in regards to this review for this club, this is the shaft, obviously, that we're gonna have to review. And that takes us to performance. So basically, what I'll tell you is this club performed the way I expected. It is an upgrade from my last club. It performs very similarly as far as ball flight, as far as ease of use, but it's easy to hit, but the ball flight is further, it's more penetrating, it does feel stronger, and I don't know if that's just the sound, the feel of the club head, but it does travel further, maybe about 5-10 yards further than my last club, and it does exactly what I expected it to do. It feels exactly the way I expected it to. So from a performance standpoint, it gets another thumbs up. Now let's talk about price. When it comes to Japanese golf clubs, this is always sort of a con, but in this particular case, number one, I bought it used, so I didn't have to pay full price for it. But even if I were to pay full price for it, I don't think the cost is that much more than any other brand, like US brand, that you would get brand new. The average cost for this particular hybrid is anywhere from $350 to $400 US, which is on par with just about what you would see from Callaway or Titleist or TaylorMade, any of those other manufacturers. Their brand new hybrids are in the 300-ish range, so that's not completely outrageous. It's a little bit pricier, but I think that's to be expected from a Japanese club. But in this particular case, it's not exorbitantly expensive in comparison to its counterparts from the US. So before we make a decision, let's go over some pros and cons. First, the pros, the performance. It does exactly what I thought it would. Like I said, it behaves like an upgraded version of my old club. So that's absolutely a pro. It feels good, it sounds good, it performs well. I mean, all of those things just can't miss. Now, as for cons, there really is only one, and that's the price. Luckily, I didn't have to pay full price for it, but even if I did, it's like I mentioned, it's not too much. It's not way overpriced in comparison to its US counterparts, but it is still pricey. So that's probably the only con for this club. So ultimately, what did I decide? I decided to replace Old Faithful with the new club. I think that was obvious. It just did such a good job and performed very similarly to my old club, except better. So Old Faithful is now on the bench, and it has been replaced with this new one. And with any luck, this club will be in my bag for years as well. So yeah, this is the new, hopefully, Old Faithful. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please let me know in the comments down below. If there are any other clubs you want me to review, any other brands or anything, make sure you comment and let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that was fun for you, and I will see you guys next time.